The ring and the trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. Cover the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. I'm making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on a jet. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go! Let's go! The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check three. Yellow.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Watch the shit.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Might want to remember 7 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
on 2nd and 12. Mahomes being chased out left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go. 58.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line. Love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 15. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Check, watch it before. Hey, watch the ball. Check the backer.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Watch twist.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And going deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Operating from the red zone now. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the... And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now going to throw again. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm coming after you. Check. Hey, check 26. Hey, orbit. 53 is mine. Check 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers, blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end.
Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, 57 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because of...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
We 19. Come on, baby. Let's see what you know. We 19.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check it out.
Now it's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers again now. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. He's going to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal. At the 2-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 1-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as they can now even this the extra point. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that could finish things off for them.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 53. I'm on. 53.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He can't get him down. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. An incredibly short, now a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive. And fighting for the end zone, he lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
You ready? You ready?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Not a day in my life.